I don't think everyone should be talking about governance and anti-corruption and no. But I think that policy, both the leaders and the corporate players and those who talk about Islamic finance and the financial instruments must be reminded that one of the major flaws in the issue of governance is not just that they're not Islamic in terms of Islamic instruments, but because they're blatantly corrupt and abuse of power. So I think we have to address this. Failures of country is not because, oh no, you fail because you don't follow the Sharia. That's what I learned in the 70s. But when you start reading and deeper into this, you realize, of course, it's our duty to understand the Sharia and try to apply. But the failure is, of course, basic human flaw of endemic corruption. Of course, if you ask me then, Anwar now as Prime Minister, why not doing your utmost? Of course I do. To the best of my capacity. Islah mastata'tu. Upayaan. But we have to move. But there are some impatient ones say, no, move down. You can move down or you'll be thrown out tomorrow. So it has to be with wisdom. Bil hikmah means a lot, not only in how you profess, but how you act. Do you have these resources? Do you have the necessary support? Are you able to convince the ruling elite and the professional elites that this is a mission that must be supported by all? And what are the stages? Where do you begin? Can you just undertake this massive reform in a year, or 2 years, or 3 years? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But what I know is, there's no turning back. What I am certain is that every month and every year, there must be some progression. Okay. For those who are impatient who wants fast, I mean, they're of course blinded to the facts and the reality. Okay. Number one, if you talk about keadilan, we have 36 in parliament. If you talk about Pakatan Harapan, you have 82 in parliament. It's not even a simple majority. So there is a coalition that will work together. And we are fortunate because UMNO, Barisan Nasional, has now turned to be one of the core pillars committed to this reform and support. But you can't take things for granted because the process of negotiations, discussions, engagement is important. Why do I stress this point? Because it is relevant in what we say. If we do not get that consensus between the key parties, including, of course, JPS and GRS, then how do we embark and support these sort of alternative programs like the INCF and now IRISE, and of course the alternative Islamic banks. I don't know whether it seems to be relevant. Like if it's not relevant, doesn't matter. But I just want to provoke this to get the scholars and intellectuals and professionals to seriously think what the pillars, which cannot ignore the importance, of course, of to address the issue of inequity, abject poverty, gender equality. Malaysia is quite fortunate that at least you have some recognition. But it's not the case. It's not the norm in Muslim countries. So we need to make sure justice is not what our obscure sort of interpretation, but something that we truly believe and continue to act to make sure that, as I remember Marhum Ismail Faruqi used to tell me, this actualization of the idea, how to implement it, that's of course the major test.